So apparently my wife is like leaving me. I just found out on TikTok just because I voted for Trump.
You found out your wife was leaving you via TikTok? Terrible.
I'm done. I have like, I don't have any more resilience in me. I don't know why. I don't know why I had to lose everything just because of a vote.
So now I've actually upgraded from losing my family on Christmas to now losing some of my friends because they have gone so far off the deep left end that now they're convinced that anyone who voted for Trump is like a fascist, everything else they call us, and they don't even want me around like in the friend group. I just want to preface this by saying we don't talk politics in my friend groups. We don't do anything like that. We barely discuss like our opposing ideals at all. Yet they cut me off literally just because of a vote. Something I did that took 5 minutes to do. Something apparently that's now ruined my whole life. I've lost my family and I've lost my friends.
I mean, did you sit there and if he's doing something like, are you trying to have his back? Like, you get what I'm saying? Your friends don't are not going to agree with that. Like, let's just say you head over heels about Trump and he's destroying some stuff. Like, just to say that, like he just hit up a school, right? And you sit there with your friend group and you're like, he was every bit justified for hitting the kid's school. You think that's gonna sit well with your friends? Probably not. So at this point they might think you're delusional.
I don't. They've split up. They split up people and divide us, and I'm tired of it.
Well, now that I've
Man, a president that splits people up. That's crazy. That's crazy. You losing your family, your friends, your wife. Crazy.
lost my entire family because I'm a Trump supporter, who wants to be my family?
So some of y'all have asked me to share updates on what happens when I talk about my new beliefs and how my friends and family respond. And I'm pretty sure I've lost one of my best friends today. Or at least it's never going to be the same between us. Our best friend is law enforcement, so she's having a hard time seeing where I'm coming from.
A lot of people in law enforcement, like they're super divided. You either with Trump or not with Trump. That it's big time with law enforcement, man. You talking about ICE agents, you talking about TSA, you talking about local law enforcements, you talking about a lot of stuff. And this dates back to all the protests that people were doing as well.
And she just sent me this really long message. And all I could say back was, I don't think we're going to see eye to eye here. I respect your position and I love you. But the tone of her message told me everything. The weight of my ignorance over the last 10 years is piling on all at once. And while it is nowhere near comparable to living those 10 years, I am finally getting it now. I am getting what y'all have gone through. And I'm sorry. One other thing. When I told my husband about what happened with me and my friend, my best friend, he was like, "Oh, babe, we can't let that happen." And I go, "But I can't live my life worrying about how my opinions might affect someone else." He was like, "Damn, yeah, that's fair. That's fair." This entire process of deconstruction is a bittersweet liberation. And you can't begin to understand what that feels like unless you've gone through it too.
Oh man, like I mean, the tears because you voted for someone people don't rock with you because you voted for because that is what you ultimately believe. But like this probably doesn't date back to just one vote within the last few years. You said ignorance in the last 10 years. Imagine trying to be your friend and support you through all that ignorance for 10 years. It's probably one of those times where you're like, yeah, I tried. I just can't keep doing this. Like, you just go do your own thing.
I joke that my soul is so happy, but my human suit hurts so bad. It is heartbroken. But I'm happy.
That's you brainwashing yourself to thinking that you're happy. Okay.
It's such a weird place to be.
I just texted my best friend. My best friend of 14 years. Literally half of my life. I'm 28. And I asked them who they voted for. They said Donald Trump. And they said, I'm assuming you voted the opposite. And I said, yes. And then my friend texted me and said, will you still be my friend?
I am super sad.
How deep does that go? It's your friend of 14 years. You had to pick sides off of votes. Friendship down to the wire off of votes. Maybe that wasn't a real friendship after all.
And let me tell you why. Today, someone I considered a very dear friend, so I thought would be a lifelong friend, has decided that we cannot be friends because of my vote. To vote red, to vote conservative, to vote for Trump. She felt as though my vote was a vote against her and against women of color and not understanding the repression that they face. Here's the thing. I love this lady. I dearly love her. And I never thought that that would be her reaction. We've always had political conversations. We've talked about these things. We worked together for many years. And I thought that we were above it. I knew we had differences, but I thought we respected each other's differences. But apparently we don't. So I did not vote against you, my friend.
Okay.
I love you. I will continue to love you from afar, but I will not have a relationship with you after the words that you said to me today. But let me tell you this. I stand by my vote. I stand by my vote because it's a vote to protect souls that have yet to be born into this world, babies. I stand by my vote because it's a vote to protect children from being disfigured and dismantled for the name of gender. I stand by my vote because it protects my children from boys and girls sports and hurt that they could get from that, the trauma they could get from that. I stand by my vote because it'll affect the economy. Everybody was living better under Trump. You know that.
Boy, this video came back round full circle.
And I know that. So my friend, I'm so sorry to lose you as my friend. And I loved you very much. But I will not sacrifice my beliefs for one relationship. I love you no matter your color.
You just sacrificed your friendship off your belief that might not be here for 4 years. Like, what are you talking about?
I love you no matter how you voted. But I will not be talked to that way. I will not be berated, and I will not be accused of voting for evil because you don't agree for it. I stand for my vote.
Y'all need to get a load of this.
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of the voters, I feel like they voted for someone that just does no evil. And that's the part that just, I wouldn't say irks me, but the part that makes me really sit here and wonder if these people really are not being honest with themselves. Like, you got to be honest with yourself. You're trying to say this man is squeaky clean. I'm sure not everybody's squeaky clean. Don't get me wrong. But that's a lot of evil going on. And it's been there. It's been here. It's been present.
This shit right here. So recently, my boy's family kicked him out of his house just because he voted for Trump.
Damn.
Disowned him, blocked him, all that. And he had to move to Texas. Mind you, I'm all the way up in Michigan. Go ahead, pause and read.
All right, so my son had mercy on your soul, laughing out loud. Blah, 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 blocked me because of it. Wow, that's actually insane. Sore looters, your mom knows.
Got it? Bet. So he called me, and the reason they gave him was they didn't respect their rights, so they don't want him in the household. Y'all know Trump is pro-choice, right? like he's always been pro-choice. That's one of his biggest things because, well, honestly, he's a billionaire and he is a celebrity. So a billionaire celebrity, I could say, had a couple abortions in his lifetime. I can guarantee you that. And another thing is, the president cannot overturn a Supreme Court decision at all. Like, they're called Supreme Court for a reason. A president cannot codify Roe v. Wade when it's already at the state level. Like, they can't bring it to federal level. What are y'all talking about? This shows how much hatred can control you, because Donald Trump control y'all. That the ones that don't like him, he controls y'all. He can make y'all break up your families and relationships just off of existing. That's control. And the crazy part about it is he's only in the office for 4 years. Hell, he's 78.
Bro, I keep telling y'all this, like, man, dude, like, things can change in a matter of a couple years, and you sit there and you lose friends, families, a wife. Oof.
Do you think disowning people, demonizing people, and calling them racist, homophobic, misogynist, woman-hating, all this shit is gonna make you be on their side? Because remember, the presidency is a popularity contest. Y'all literally pushing people to the other side because y'all take politics so serious. And a lot of people don't really take politics that serious.
Just gonna let you imagine.
Whether you want to believe it or not. Most people didn't vote for Trump. They just didn't like Kamala, if we were being honest. At the end of the day, you control your own fate. You control your own happiness. Bring the power back to yourself. Like, my dog ain't even mad. He called they ass sore losers. What the fuck?
So, boom. I get a call from my auntie asking me, am I going to come to the Thanksgiving dinner? I told her, I don't know. I might stay at home and just chill by myself. Why? She say, if you come, can you not talk about Trump? I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is going on? Why I can't talk about Trump? He said, you the only one that voted for Trump in our family. We all Democrats over here and we supported Kamala. I was like, so? What that got to do with it? She said, we just don't want to get into no argument over here because we know that you're going to start talking about Trump and we don't want to hear it. I said, if y'all talking about Trump and y'all lying, I can't have a rebuttal to it? She said, no, we just want everything to go smooth. I told her, I ain't coming then because I don't want to hear nothing about Kamala if I can't talk about Trump. Ain't you think that's kind of biased? She said, well, if you do come, can you not wear none of Trump apparel? I can't wear my hat. I can't wear my t-shirt. Lady, you must be out your mind. Just don't want me to tell y'all that y'all had an expensive concert, okay? And y'all paid all your money into a campaign that didn't go nowhere. I can't say that. She lied. She lied. Y'all got bamboozled.
Losing your friend, losing Thanksgiving. Don't even show up. I don't want you here if you representing a certain party. That's insane, dude. That's tough. That's tough. Holidays ain't the same no more.
To those of you who have been losing friends, family, and followers over your voting decision this past Tuesday, I want to let you know that first and foremost, you are not alone. There are many of us. As a matter of fact, a majority of us in this country have been experiencing this, where we're either losing relationship, people are wanting to eradicate of us completely or change the dynamic of the relationship, etc. Secondly, and more importantly, I want to let you know that this is a gain in your life. This is a positive. It may not seem that way, especially if you have a mother or a brother, a sister, somebody who has been close to you your entire life, a best friend you knew since kindergarten, making a decision that they don't want to be in a relationship with you. This may be painful. It may be hard to understand and comprehend, but I promise you that this is a blessing in disguise. The people who leave you based upon conditions are conditional lovers, and love cannot be conditional. Therefore, they really never loved you in the first place, because they don't love themselves. What we're dealing with here is a form of narcissism.
Man, at the end of the day, man, to sum this all up, people are losing friends, families. They're not getting invited to the cookouts, the Thanksgiving dinners, the everything because of a simple vote. For a simple, maybe belief, they stood on what they thought that was the right thing. I think a lot of people were, just caught up with the what ifs and the coming from. A lot of times as voters, we get stuck in a 4-year phase where we're like, we can't wait till this is over. I would rather deal with this than this, and then vote into something that you're completely ignorant and not reading Trump's big budget cuts, those sort of things, whatever, the plans that he rolled out, all these things. And now we sit here and we have to eat those decisions that he's making as numero uno as civilians right now. Gas prices, grocery prices, everything that's going on. All right. Where does it benefit us, you ask? Not really anyway. You got to actually really ask yourself, to be honest, do you really think this is a genuine, nice person? Now, some of the people that is in his office and in his cabinet or sits by him and strongly believes that he's quote unquote doing what no other president dares to do because he has the balls to do it. Is that rightfully so? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you lost a friend because of a vote, let me know in the comments. I'll chat with you there. Don't forget to like and subscribe.